on the air, off the grid.
Woohoo!
Yeah. We're in
Exciting.
your cafe, Curiosidad.
I know, extended cafe, thanks to my fancy roof.
Yeah, some shiny tin above us. But you recently gave a talk on business, triple bottom lines, that whole deal.
The whole thing.
I'm still not sure about triple bottom lines, but
Okay.
it's basically ethics within business.
Yeah, so it's just like a different way to think about business in terms of normal businesses kind of follow the single bottom line, right? So just financials only, you're only looking to maximize profit in a normal business. In a triple bottom line business, you look at the social implications, environmental, and profit as a way to measure both like your success as a company and the impact that you're having. So like whether that's, paying your employees fair wages, making sure that you're sourcing things sustainably or using renewable energy for the environmental aspect, all the while turning a profit as a way to like continue to grow your business.
So just profit is a part of it.
Yeah, profit's a part of it.
And being good people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just like a better way to do business, I'd say.
So how are you implementing that here?
At Curioso, Curioso exists within Kalu, which is itself following a triple bottom line, but Curioso kind of does that by a few different ways. The main one is the way that we roast our coffee. So literally being off the grid, we had to find a different way to roast coffee. Most people are having like these huge electric roasters. They draw a lot of power. Not the best. And since it was kind of just out of necessity that we had to roast a different way, right? And those things are really expensive. And so we Aaron, the co-owner of Curioso, made a biochar roaster. And so it's like all out of reused materials here on site, basically like a big, I think it's like an oil drum, honestly, metal, and then like a big pot that we use waste wood to fuel. So everything comes from on site. We're repurposing materials that would normally go into the trash or just kind of rot out here in the jungle. And then we're able to roast our coffee using zero electricity. And then we also brew all of our coffee using zero electricity, just more traditional full immersion brewing. So French presses, AeroPresses, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. And then, we source our milk we do alternative milks, so mainly soy and almond, although there are like environmental implications of those as well. It's kind of a little bit better than just buying boxed milk here in Panama. And then we have our regular milk come from Sonia, who's our neighbor, literally right there. Yeah. And so she gives us tons of milk from her cows, which is really cool. And because she's like right there, she sells at like a really decent price than like even what I could get milk for like out in Panama City, which then I'd have to drive in, which is a whole transportation. Yeah. Exactly. And I'm helping out her. So it's kind of creating like a little microeconomy there. So that's like another social aspect of that. And also we do a profit sharing model as far as paying employees. So I hired Morgan, my best friend from my student semester here, and we just do profit sharing so that she works and we split profits with me and the co-owner, Aaron. Yeah, so like that's another aspect of the social side of it. Mm-hmm. And then profit, we do pretty well, I would say, for our population here at Kalu. We've grown and expanded a lot. Bugs. Yeah. Fucking bugs, jungle. But yeah, we've grown a lot because of the different things. We used to offer just like hot brew coffee, cold brew coffee.
Yeah.
That's it.
Tiger milk. Chai.
We're getting bougie, super bougie with our drinks.
Is espresso ever coming?
So I have so many things to say about espresso. So I came from like specialty coffee, and espresso is technically the way that you make coffee. Yeah. It's a way of making, and so you need, specialty shops would say that you need like an espresso machine, which draws a shit ton of power. And so
like $40,000.
And they're so expensive. Yeah. So I actually went to what is it called? Specialty Coffee Association Expo in Seattle. Very long name, but like over the break between semesters with Aaron, and we saw a guy that had a handheld espresso maker that used no electricity, and my like biggest regret right now is not buying one.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it's the coolest thing. It's sort of like an AeroPress if you've seen it.
Yeah.
But instead of like, it's frictionless almost compared to the AeroPress, which isn't technically espresso because it doesn't reach 9 bars of pressure, which is what you need. Yeah, you need 9 bars of pressure in order to make espresso. And so his like tiny little machine does that, and it does it handheld. So it's really freaking sweet. I would love to, I'm still trying to like get, you know, when I go back home, I'm gonna contact him and be like, hey, listen, I would love to like use these like in this cafe, and when we expand into the States, I'd like to use them like everywhere because
Awesome.
they're
So
really cool.
You plan on expanding?
Yeah, we're working on taking it back to the States right now. So Aaron has built a new roaster back in the States, which is even better than the roaster here, so I'm a little jealous.
Dang.
But yeah.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So how long ago were you a student here?
A year ago, this semester.
So summer.
A little over a year now.
Summer last year.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. And then what brought you to Kalu, Yala?
I mean, I had just graduated college, and I was like working 2 jobs, just like paying bills in Santa Barbara, and I was like, what do I need to do something that can be, I studied environmental science and entrepreneurship and marketing. So I needed something that was like, gave me a little bit more hands-on experience because I didn't feel like I really got that with my degree. And so I was like looking for like internships that could help me do that. And yeah, this like showed up. And so, hey Zoe.
So you were a business student here?
Yeah, so I was a business student, and my project was actually like creating a sustainable development course, which is funny now looking back, but
Now
yeah.
you're director.
Now I'm a co-director.
Okay. Who's the other?
Jimmy, of course, the best
Business guru.
the best business guy.
Yeah.
Hey, farm guys.
That was, all right. What's up, farm guys?
Hey, we're just collecting soil.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we remodeled our compost, so now stuff is breaking down and into yummy soils, and
Nice.
hopefully worms and insects
Wait,
will accumulate. In
You
that.
have worms in the coffee grounds back there in that bucket.
I just used them all.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. I was
You
like,
want me to fill it again whenever?
Yeah?
Oh, no, the bucket's not back there anymore.
oh, that's okay.
You just keep putting it in that pile. We can just take from it.
Okay, cool.
Bacteria.
Okay. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for feeding us.
Yeah. Thanks for feeding us every day. All right. Brief interlude.
And we're back.
We're back.
So where were we? How you came here? and
Business
then-
co-director.
Yeah. So how did you end up getting hired here? After did you leave and then come back?
Yes. I left for like there's breaks between each semester. And I knew that I wanted to stay as a staff member, and so I had applied to be a student liaison, but they didn't tell me whether or not I got the position before I had to go back home. So I ended up just leaving and kind of waiting to hear back, and had no plans. Basically, I was just like in Vegas hanging out with my sister, like waiting for a call from Yala, and they ended up sending me an email saying that I didn't get the student liaison position.
Patrick got it.
No. Patrick has, yeah, this is before. No, I hired Patrick. Yeah, they didn't need 2 student liaisons anymore, and they already had 1. So basically the position just didn't exist. So I kind of like reached out to Tara, and I was like, hey, like, is there any way that I can come back? Like, I would really do, I know I applied for student liaison, but I would do anything. And we kind of just worked out. She was like, yeah, you know, like, if you could get down here, like, we'll figure it out. Like, there's something for you to do. Like, you can do assistant HR stuff. Like, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, sounds good. I could do that, admin, whatever. And by the time I got here, the person who was going to be HR actually left. And so I became like full HR.
Nice.
And I have like no experience doing HR things at all. And so that was kind of an interesting, like, experience.
Do
But
you
yeah.
watch The Office?
No, I get this question a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
As an HR person, it's an interesting question.
It's so funny. Annette tells me that I have to watch it all the time.
You should start.
Okay, well, we'll
But
see.
so you came back. Were you already a part of Curioso Cafe?
Yeah, so I had worked in Curioso. Basically, Curioso, that's okay. You're good. I had, when I was a student, before I even came here, I was like, business. I had worked in coffee. I love coffee. I was like, I'm going to get down there and I'm going to start a coffee shop. That's my business project. Already have it planned out. And I got here and freaking Aaron is already here and he has the freaking coffee shop. And I was like, damn it. Like, you stole my thing, man.
Should've started like a
competing,
Yeah.
Market was too small, man.
Yeah,
It's too small market. At Starbucks. No. But so then I was like, fine. Like, I'm gonna work for him instead and just, because I still love coffee and I would have spent $1 million. So he kind of made a mistake hiring me because then he had to give me free coffee.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just continued working as a student. And then when I came on as HR, I just was like, oh yeah, of course, I'll keep helping in the cafe. And eventually Aaron left. And so I kind of took it over at that point as far as operations down here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's awesome. So you're just slowly like building up a team and like,
Yeah, slowly building a team, which is really cool. And everyone has different strengths. Like, I'm not super creative on, like, even though I worked in a cafe, I'm like very easily get stuck into like just like the day-to-day. And like, it's been really cool having Morgan here because she's the one who came up with Tiger Milk, which I think is literally our best-selling thing
Really?
probably ever. Yeah, it's our number one product right now. And she was like, yeah, just do this thing, and like she makes them way better than I do, and so like that's her thing now, and it's like cool that that's her strength and like something that she can like contribute, whereas like an Aaron who like built the roaster, which in no way would I have been able to do at all,
That's
so
awesome.
yeah.
Dang. You guys are all just like pieces of the puzzle. That's what I love about Yala too, because like
Yeah.
a knot comes in and like
Yeah, and fucking not, dude.
yeah.
Freaking a not, dude. She, has just made this space even better than I could have ever done it just with like her design mind, and she just like, I know Will and Wes, I
Everybody's
really
just
don't do
helping
anything.
everyone.
Yeah, there's just so many different things to collaborate on here, which is, it's the coolest.
It's really
It's
cool.
the coolest thing.
Yeah, well, I don't know how long this has been, but I think
I don't know either.
we could wrap it up.
Sweet.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.